Shemai GTA chums, the Patriot Mil-Spec is on the podium this week, so I suggest you get a spin on that wheel to win it because it's a mighty fine vehicle and we're going to customize it to the max right now and then talk a little bit about performance. So I've done a few different customization of this. It's a nice little Imani-Tech car, so we're going to upgrade it in the agency, and yeah, it's a good, one of the best Humvees in the game. It's the best looking Humvee anyway, that's for sure. It does off-road as well, a bit of performance for you there. Pretty mediocre average kind of, well, not mediocre, average. I suppose mediocre means average. So yeah, it's certainly worthwhile investing in if you like this style of car. And let's just get into the old garage here and show you what it's all about. Now, it's going to cost you a bit of extra dollar in order to do the Imani-Tech upgrades, but it certainly will be worth it for when you're in a session full of Oppressor Mark IIs. And let's just get in there and get it upgraded to the max right now. So first off, you've got armor plating. This is your Imani-Tech, so it's going to be 150 grand for that. And the next one is probably going to be your missile lock-on jammer, 400 grand. Actually, this is discounted this week, so 160 for the remote control unit. You can use an RC unit. I'd always use a lock-on jammer because I think the Jubilee is a better RC unit SUV, although it's an off-roader this style vehicle. Now, livery-wise, we're going to do a bit of an Arnold Schwarzenegger build, I think, because trying to do a copy off Ret Set basically. What would he do? Because I've run out of builds for this. I think the military builds are some of the best. So there's a Podium livery, 20 grand. But I think we're going to go zero because Arnie doesn't like liveries. So we're going to keep with no liveries. Right, so what does he actually want from his build? So he had a red car. I think that might be a metallic. It might not be actually, looking at it. So let's have a look at that. Respray primary color. Maybe we'll go to the classics and find some kind of red. It's almost a bit like candy red. Sorry, Retset, we're not going to find a specific red for it. Torino might do it. It's maybe a bit darker. Formula red, perhaps. I think Formula red might be. It's somewhere between the two, but I'm going to go for the darker option of Formula and secondary color classic. Also Formula. Let's have a look at that. Do I even know where red is? The answer is no. I'm going to go right through it there. So back to Formula red there. Nice. Right, so what else would Arnie do? He wouldn't put a crew emblem on it because unfortunately Arnie is not in our crew. So let's start from the very mega start with the bumpers and all that business. So first off, all the armors is upgraded to the max standard armor, that is, and brakes even, because I've done an off-road performance video on this. But the grills, so he has more of a stock grill, I believe, Arnie. But let's just see what else there is. There's a lot of these winches and business, but let's see what. I think it's going to be the stock grill. There's a bit of a bend in the middle of Arnie's grill, or a bit like that, but not quite. It's somewhere between the two. So maybe we'll go for the bendy grill. Has he got a winch on it? No, he's got a number plate. So let's do that. We'll wang that on. It's got a bit of a light bar as well, but I don't think there's a choice without the light bar, which Arnie doesn't have. But I like light bars anyway. Front bumpers. So we're going to get rid of the off-road business, and we're going to probably go stock. Let's just go through. Lots of good options there. Oh, actually, we don't have a registration plate option. It's all black down below on Arnie's build, but not a lot else. So it's going to be stock, I think, for Arnie. Rear bumpers. Got a black bumper, so stock it is for Arnie. Let's just show you what else there is. There we go. Engine is upgraded to the max. Exhaust. Now, what has Arnie gone for? This is the side dual tail exhaust, so there it is. Can't really see Arnie's exhaust, so I think I'm going to stick with that. Bonnet. Bonnet is different, so what he's gone for is just this kind of stock look to it, but it's one single vent, so maybe something like that. It's a little bit different to that vent, but let's just see the rest of it. So one single, so primary vented scoop hood. Let's just go for that, it's cheaper. There we go. Horn, right. Imani-Tech we've done, livery we've done, mirrors. He has the black ones, but they're kind of single. They kind of don't have the wire around the outside. They just stick up like on a pod. But I suspect, oh, like that, stock mirrors, but not quite. Yeah, the mirror's a lot longer, so it's not quite right. But I think I'm going to stick with this because of the size of it. If that was on a pod, that would be ideal. But we're going to stick with that. That's the nearest we're going to get. plate. What did I have on it? Fun time? Did I not have off-road maybe? Somewhere in there. Should say off-road. There we go. But Arnie's got a white plate, so let's just go back into that, and there we go. That'll do. Perfect. Primary weapons. We've got the mounted machine guns on this. Arnie probably has machine guns on his, I would assume, so I'm going to stick with those. Proximity mine, slick mine. I wouldn't say Arnie wouldn't put it on, so we're going to stick with that. Roof basket. And this light bar might not work, but what he's got, it's a convertible actually, what Arnie's got. So it's a black roof. Oh, I see the failure here. Maybe I should have gone for the other Humvee. But I don't know what to do with that. With the roof, let's primary roof, stock roof. Actually, what we can do, go back to respray, secondary color, classics. If we go to black on the oh, I've got rid of the thing. Sorry, anthracite black, right? And we want to go back to the roof. Let's just go with stock roof, and then that does it. That is as good as we're going to get. Sidestep. Okay, Arnie doesn't have a sidestep, but why? They're brilliant. Oh, actually, can we get rid of the sidestep? There's a question. No, we don't. We don't get rid of it. But if Arnie had one, suspect it would be body coloured, but looking at what he's got, actually, maybe it wouldn't be. So I'm going to stick with what we've got. Suspension. Arnie's not lowered it, has he? Oh, actually, he might have lowered it a little bit. Let's just look at the raised is way too high. But he might be, I think he might be sport suspension. So we're going to go with that one. That's nearest. Tailgate. Okay, Arnie's tailgate, he's got, I think it's a stock tailgate there. Oh, not stock, sorry, plate delete. That's the one. It's all red. Lovely. Transmission we've done. Truck bed. So Arnie doesn't have any of this business. He has just stock, I think. That is really boring, Arnie. But he's got the, I think there's a black thing goes on it. So I think his convertible would come up there somehow. So I think it's going to be, I'm going to put a black roll bar, I think. Sorry, Arnie, I'm going to put this on for you because I think you need it. It just looks a bit weird, stock, that's all. Turbo is done. Wheels, now these, oh no, we've got to change them. Let's just look at what we've got for Arnie. He wants something like, the Nevis might be the nearest. The Raider, not quite enough spokes. The Nevis, not quite. It's more concave than convex. Don't know whether to just go for the Nevis now. It's got the right amount of spokes. Come on, Arnie, what would you do? Talk to me, Arnie. I mean, it's the Raider is kind of it, but not quite. I'm going to go with the Nevis because it's probably the nearest, and it's a great looking rim. But colour-wise, oh, actually, what am I doing? Maybe we should go chrome. I think he's got chromes. I mean, they're not chrome. They're kind of a metallic look. But I do like the chrome, so I'm going to go with that. Sorry, I'm just messing you guys around. Did that just cost me loads of money? Right, bulletproof tyres are essential for this. And he's not got a tyre design. He's just got custom tyre. No, oh, damn it, Arnie. I'm going to leave that tyre. I'm going to put black. I'm going to assume Arnie's got black tyre smoke on his. And he's not got. Oh, what he's not got is the windows. So he's not got any kind of limo windows. But I'm going to put a light smoke on it. Actually, there might be a light smoke on there. And there's a bit of a difference with the sides as well, isn't there? I don't think I can change that too much. But I think that is the nearest I'm going to get to Arnie in the allotted time. Yes. That's it. Let's talk about performance. Let's get out there. It's not the best Imani-Tech vehicle in the game. It's not the best SUV style, off-road style Imani-Tech in the game. That's the Jubilee, the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. But it's still a very good vehicle. And I think the Arnie build looks pretty decent. I like it. I think Arnie would drive this. Honestly, I think he would. Let's look at the lighting though. Oh, and the middle light works, so that is another bonus. Let's look at the weapons though. So when we talk about weapons with this thing, so you got the lock-on jammer, which, oh, sorry, missed it there. which means that the Oppressor Mark IIs cannot lock onto us. This is the Generation 1 Imani-Tech, which means we've got the bullet resistant windows. It'll take about 15 or 16 standard shots to shoot through them, but full metal jacket rounds will blow them up in a wanna. But full metal jacket will go straight through. Really pleased with this build, and I think Arnie would be too. But we're going to get the police on us just to show you that bullet resistant window. So look, we've got full health, fortunately. Let's see that. It does off-roading as well, this, so we'll talk a little bit about that as we go back in a drive. Come on, shoot me. There we go. Okay, you can see that the windows are not shattering, so that is very good. We're happy with that. Actually, I should have rammed that police car, but maybe we'll do a bit of ramming. I don't think the ramming is immense on it. It's not the same as... Oh, it's alright, it's not bad, but it's not the same kind of level as you get with the Insurgent Pickup Custom, that kind of thing. But it's still good. It's still very good for what you get. And it is better at ramming than the Jubilee, but it's not as good at the old chasing people, because it's not as fast. If you use it as an RC car, it's not as fast, and the shooting, it's a little bit lower down. You can shoot people out, I think. Maybe I need to raise the height on the suspension to do that. But I'm pretty sure you can, but it's not as reliable as the Cullinan. So, for that reason, for purchasing it, I'd only recommend it to fans of this particular car, if it's not on discount, of course. And the Cullinan is the better car for off-roaders. Obviously, none of these are the best Imani-Tech in the game, because that goes to, it's either the Jubilee, which is on discount this week, or, as I was talking about last week, it's the Renault 5 Electric, which is very good from a driving perspective. Very nice car. So either one of those are good, and of course the budget version is going to be, just for Imani-Tech, is going to be the Buffalo STX. That's the best for budget. 1.6 million standard once you get the discount by buying the agency. So you're going to buy this car at some point, perhaps, maybe. If you're into off-roaders, if you're into the Humvee, you're going to buy it. But I just like it. It just looks good, even if it's a bit slow and chuggish. You know you're safe in session. Look at those red seats as well. It's exactly what Arnie would have. I think his seats are probably black there. Let's just look outside and see what we're doing. Anyway, if you found this video useful, if Arnold Schwarzenegger is tuned in, then drop a like. Give me some comments on what you think of this particular vehicle, if there are any faults with it that you can think of. But it's a very good little car, but not the ultimate, not best of class for off-roading or for perhaps Imani-Teching as well. Thank you very much for watching, and have a most excellent day if you're playing Das GTA.